Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. D. Eskridge to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Tua off the play fake. Dump off to his fullback. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Tagovailoa off the play fake. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They motion Waddle over left. Getting the fullback involved here. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise.
New York to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Fields out of the gun. That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll go right side with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They bring Wilson in motion right. They give on 2nd to Hall. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jack Jones making that tackle. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Fields on third. That finds Davis complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Play action, Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Fields on first down. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Folk with a point after. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Dolphins nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
The tackle made.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 24. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Miami Dolphins.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
That's another
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Achane. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
Makes the score Jets
And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
2nd down carry for Achan. He loses the football. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed, and you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get...
Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Dolphins first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's going to keep it this time. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going play action, Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So that brings them to 3rd down.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Dolphins trim the lead to 1. Tyreek Hill the touchdown! Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
New York.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at first down here. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now it's Fields. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with H.A. and out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the 22 on 2nd down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
1 yard gain.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least he keeps them on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Here's a screen for A-Chan. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's good for another Miami Dolphins.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Receiver in motion, headed right. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Jets in the dime for this 3rd down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it again. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Throwing on first down, Fields. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Jets.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Connects with his back. Hall. Juke the defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Complete to Breece Hall. A gain of 21
I don't know
yards.
about you, Kate, but I think
And
somebody's
the Jets
auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Intended for
Kate, this
Garrett
quarterback
Wilson.
gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to
now
keep it with his
second and
legs
10.
or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Tackle made by Jordan
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Fields on third. That's caught for the first. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead.
Breece Hall, the ball carrier.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Fields out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. They kick the running back in motion. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown.
Complete to
The
Garrett
Jets
Wilson.
take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets send receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Toss play, this is Hall. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jets dealing with 2nd and 13. Fields to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's running for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
On the scramble. A gain of 18 on the play.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Trying again following the sack. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Looking to throw Fields. He's got time here. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown! But there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 21.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Tua off the play fake. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Davis gets it from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 43, finds him over the middle. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Fields sneaking it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Still going past the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. And a Jets first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down and 10. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First call here coming from the shotgun. A-chain on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. New York to the line. 1st and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Allen, the ball carrier. Jason Marshall on the stop. A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
It's a gain of 8.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That finds Davis complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To Isaiah Davis. A gain of 9 yards.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st down, here's Allen. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
From the pocket. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A run here with Allen. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he gets in, touchdown! The Jets make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins 21.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st down, here's Tua. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
25-yard line.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Caught, nice gain left side. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll run here, following the penalty. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
It's a 10-yard loss.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Another try following the sack. Gets this one to Waller. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Well, it was not that long ago, Brock, that a linebacker on a running back was a mismatch that you wanted. That is no longer the case, as he's comfortably there to tip that away.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because back in the day, those linebackers were 240, 250, sometimes 260 pounds. And it's such a disadvantage in space, but that's not the case anymore. These guys, well, most of them can really run.
And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New York.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10 now. Fields. Big gain downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. And a man is there to knock that away. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
A small little jab there finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Reynolds, the motion man left. Fields gets it out wide quick. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. Third down upcoming. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Jets up multiple scores here and on their way to closing this one out. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing again, it's Fields. It's caught by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Garrett Wilson. First and goal, New York.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. On the handoff, Allen. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets put up even more points in a win. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 24-point ball game. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Miami offense sent it out there now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Tua out of the pistol. He's going to keep it this time. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Tagovailoa on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Tua again. Here's a screen for Achane. Jukes one defender, and he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa again. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
This is Wright running left. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. That one connects. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
The penalty makes it tougher, but their hands are tied here in the 4th. Gotta go for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted. So a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6. You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jets take over first
The
and
Jets
10.
are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. It's Allen again. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achan. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This is complete to Waller. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Well, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's an option right that begins this drive. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
2nd down carry for Achan. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They send Hill right. 3rd down run from Achan. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Washington.
The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Dolphins.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it an 18-point game.
52. Dolphins 34.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. This is Allen on the give. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
A gain of 7 and a Jets first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.